Whether or not you guys like it, your hairstyle will dictate your amount of success in this world and how people perceive you. So guys, if you go onto Google and search the best hairstyles for men, this is what's gonna come up. Now, obviously guys, these hairstyles suck. And if you're watching this, you may be rocking one of these very terrible hairstyles. Now guys, in today's video, I will be breaking down the best hairstyles for men to rock in 2022 coming from a male model. Now these are, in my opinion, the best hairstyles for anybody to rock. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. What's up guys, my name is Austin Wayne. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. First of all guys, if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Building an awesome community on this channel. Also guys, be sure to follow me on my Instagram at AustinWayneOfficial. I post some really sick content on that platform as well. Let's go. Alright guys, so we will start this off with a little bit of a disclaimer. Now, I am obviously white. I have stick straight hair. So guys, these hairstyles are hairstyles basically for men of similar color and men with similar hair texture. Now, if you have a little bit curly, wavy hair, it will work as well. But let's say you're African American, something like this, then the hairstyles may not vibe with you. So these are just going to be the best hairstyles from my personal experience with my hairstyles. Alright guys, so we will start off with the shortest hair, then we will go to the longest. So the number one best hairstyle is going to be a buzz cut fade. Now guys, when it comes to the buzz cut fade, Colton Hayes is a perfect example of exactly how to rock the buzz cut fade. Now obviously guys, in my opinion, I think this looks best if you have a square, masculine jaw. I don't have that, so I don't think I would look as good with this type of hairstyle. So guys, essentially the sides and the back are almost bald, and then the top, I would say it's anywhere from like a 2 to a 6 with clippers, but it's kind of whatever you want to. And then obviously it's going to have a very smooth transition, a very smooth fade. But this look is going to look very badass, very alpha. And if you have the face, if you have the vibe for it, I think a buzz cut fade can look very, very good on anybody. Alright guys, up next, we have the Ivy League haircut. Now the best people to display this type of hairstyle is going to be Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds. Now guys, obviously this hairstyle looks very classy. It looks very business professional. So this is best if you're a businessman, entrepreneur, maybe you're working 9 to 5. You want to be perceived very respectably in the workplace. Now obviously guys, the sides, the back, it's going to be very short once again. Then the top, it's almost like that buzz cut fade guys, but this one's just gonna be longer on top. It's not even that long, and you just slick it back a little bit. It looks very sick guys. The best way to style this is with a little bit of wax or just gel, kind of have that shiny, classy look. Now guys, in my opinion, this hairstyle is very masculine. It looks very good, but kind of similar to the actual buzz cut in the last one. This looks best if you have a masculine square jaw. If you have a more of a feminine pointy jaw, I don't think this will look best for you. I mean, look at the Ryans, look at Channing Tatum. They look very good with this hairstyle because they have such a masculine jaw. Alright guys, up next we have the undercut. Obviously this is the classic with the fuckboy generation. Now guys, the undercut was pretty much made famous by Zac Efron and Brad Pitt. And to this day, obviously it kind of peaked out in 2016. Justin Bieber had it as well. He looked very sick with it too, but it's not really as popular in 2022. But obviously guys, it's a very simple hairstyle. It's just like the last hairstyle, but we keep growing out this long hair. Now most people with the undercut obviously slick it back, and a lot of them choose to get blonde highlights. That seems to be the undercut hairstyle to go. So guys, obviously there's not much of a transition at all. It's pretty much just extremely short on the sides and back, and then about 6 inches on top. So there's not much transition, but it can look very good, especially if you are the type of person who can pull it off. It's not as professional, but it looks a little bit rebellious, a little bit rock star. In my opinion, it's still one of the best hairstyles that you can rock in 2022. Alright guys, up next, we have the swept back quiff. Now guys, I'm gonna be honest, I cannot rock this hairstyle. I don't think I would look good with this. Now the best person to rock this hairstyle is going to be the GOAT, Andrew Garfield, the best Spider-Man that we've ever had, live action. Now obviously guys, the swept back quiff is going to be scissor cut on the sides and back. Not too long, not too short, enough to actually just put it back behind your ears, a little bit of flow. Then on top, once again, it's like 4 to 6 inches, and you can sweep it back. there's a little bit of flow. It looks very classy, it looks very high-end and badass. Now guys, anyone of any jawline can rock this, feminine, straight, oval, whatever it is. But one thing that you really want with this hairstyle is going to be a very strong hairline. So if you just have a very strong hairline and a shorter forehead, because if you have a larger forehead, it's not going to look as good because it's insinuating that forehead. So this will look very good if you have a shorter forehead, good hairline, and really good hair to sweep it back. So not everyone looks good with the swept back quiff. It can look really cheesy depending on the person. Obviously, Andrew Garfield is one of the few people in Hollywood who can really pull this off. So if you are someone who can pull this off, it'll look amazing. But if you're not, it won't look as good, man. Okay, guys, up next is going to be the 90s curtains, or what I call the River Phoenix Johnny Depp cut. Obviously, it's kind of my go-to. Now, guys, obviously, curtains are very popular in 2022, but there is a little bit of a difference with the way I like to do my curtains. Okay, so the 90s hairstyles of Johnny Depp, River Phoenix, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, they had amazing hair, man. And the number one thing I've noticed, man, is the bangs are typically longer than the eyes. Sometimes it goes down to the jaw, like in River Phoenix's case. But guys, mostly with the modern day curtains, I've noticed it kind of stops right here and it's like perfectly parted. There's no messiness whatsoever. And I think with this hairstyle, it looks a little bit best when it's a little bit grungy, a little bit longer on top. It's a little bit messier. I think that's gonna look the most badass. Now, I think whenever you just have the curtains right here, it's super like parted, it's super combed. It doesn't look as good, man. It looks kind of fuckboy, e-boyish. And in my opinion, it doesn't look the best. So grow out the top a little bit more, kind of go for that Leonardo DiCaprio look. And this is going to be my favorite hairstyle to rock in 2022, almost for anybody's face shape. But in my opinion, it looks best if you have a more feminine and just oval face shape as a whole. Alright guys, up next is going to be a little bit longer, but it's going to be what I call the Bruce Wayne haircut. Now, let's say you go from the River Phoenix to Johnny Depp, whatever it is, you grow out the sides and the back a little bit, you have a little bit of flow. This is what will get you the Bruce Wayne haircut. Now this one, you obviously want to slick it back at all times, go for that very classy look. So this will be pretty much the Bruce Wayne haircut. It looks very classy, so you can have that longer hair. It's going to insinuate your features, and especially if you have that more feminine, softer face, it'll make your face look much better because it's going to have that contrast. Now in the business settings, you will obviously look quite professional rocking this, so it's not too long to where people will disrespect you or anything like this. That is kind of my issue with the long hair, which I'm about to get into, but this is the last short hairstyle that I would recommend. I'm not really a fan of the middle, like the medium style hairs where it's like to the jaw, stuff like that. I think it looks a little bit feminine. And obviously if you're growing your hair out, the transition, you'll have to go through it. But I don't think anyone should really rock that like 24/7. It doesn't look very good, man. All right, guys, and the last best hairstyle is going to be long hair for men. Now, guys, if you have long hair, obviously you need to take very good care of your hair because if it looks raggedy, if you have split ends, you will look like a dirty hippie. And now here's the thing, guys. Society, even if you have really beautiful, really healthy hair as a man, they will perceive you as two things. One, feminine, and another as a hippie who doesn't really take good care of themselves. So if you really want to go far in this world in terms of business, in terms of success, whatever it is, man, I don't recommend having the long hair because people will perceive you a little bit disrespectfully. But let's say, man, your biggest goal is spiritual advancement, which there have been a little bit of studies that show that the hair is an extension of the actual body's nervous system, that it can have some spiritual benefits if you actually keep the hair long. But in terms of this world that we live in, I believe that it's best to actually have it short, a little bit classier, a little bit more badass. So it's gonna take the right person to really pull it off. Now guys, my two favorite long hairstyles, it's gonna be kind of like the black curly, like Jon Snow hairstyle. That looks very sick. And then another one's obviously going to be like the Thor, like long hair type look, where it's straight, it looks very well taken care of. It looks like you just walked out of a salon. So those are going to be the two best hairstyles. And if you ever put your hair up, only do a ponytail, please. To God, if you have a man bun, don't ever rock that, man. If you have a man bun, it looks terrible. People want to chop it off. Like, nobody likes it, man. Women don't like it. Men don't like it. No one respects it. If you have a man bun, it's time to find a different hairstyle, man. It's 2022. It's time to let it go. All right, guys, that is it for the best hairstyles for men. I hope this video helped you guys choose the best hairstyles. Now guys, once again, I am a certified personal trainer. If anybody watching this needs help with their fitness goals, you want to get lean, you want to get chiseled, hit me up guys, link in the description box for that free one-on-one consultation with me, Austin Wayne, owner of Kalosique Fitness. Now guys, this is my personal physique. It is my dream body. I've been working nearly a decade towards this, so I'm very proud of it. Now guys, I've also helped hundreds of my personal one-on-one clients achieve similar physiques of Greek gods, male models. So if you want to be next, just hit that link in the description box for your free one-on-one consultation. Now guys, once again, if you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button, building an awesome community on this channel. Also guys, be sure to like this video to push it out into that YouTube algorithm. That's it, I'm gone. I love you guys.